The Battanians are as tough and mysterious people. These original inhabitants of much of the Kharadit continent have seen countless wars with the Kharadit Empire and the new rising powers of the Sturgian and Valandian kingdoms, which pushed them back to the northwestern mountains of Kharadia. The Battanians have been successful in resisting the said powers with their hilltop fortresses that offer great defensive capabilities. If any attacker was lucky enough to make it to the walls by scaling the cliffside, they will be met with arrows and rocks from the defenders on top their wooden and stone walls. But it wasn't only their hilltop fortresses that helped stave off invaders. The Battanians are expert ambushers and raiders. They use the woods and mountains to shield their movements, to strike where their enemies are weak, or releasing raids into foreign lands, unleashing volleys of arrows before closing in on the remaining survivors with heavy-hitting swords and axes. The Battanians are based off the Celtic peoples of Northern Europe and England, particularly the Picts, Irish, and Welsh of the early medieval era. This means for the tactics, arms, and armor, you can expect the Battanians to wield similar equipment to the Celtics. They make use of their hit and run tactics to weaken their larger foes, and if that is not enough, retreating to their well-defended fortresses in order to save their land. The Battanians make use of their expert longbowmen, light infantry, and cavalry to wreak havoc on unprotected flanks. Since their society is largely based on clans instead of a major centralized monarchy, many warriors have no obligation to fight for their superiors, which led many to form a break-off group called the Wolfskins, a society of young warriors who left their clans to live and fight like wolves in the woods. In the Battanian cities and villages, you can see many buildings and town layouts that resemble the Celtics in the Dark Ages, like the massive roundhouses and the complex concentric fortresses, but due to their location in the mountains, they are limited in cities and villages. Battanians might not be the most efficient conquering machine. No one makes war with more flair. If you can master the Battanian art of hit and run tactics, there is no reason you can't conquer Kharadia with the Battanians. If you'd like to see more Bannerlord videos, please check out my playlist that I put in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.